So the meltdown continues. You had that one right, my loves. You had that one right. So it was announced that Harry will be in Canada, right, for veterans. And the UK media was in a total mess. They were literally panicking because you know why? And you know what? The spotlight is going to be on Harry. I mean, the future king is in Rio and it's a total disaster. And let me tell you something, for someone who they claim is popular, someone who is relevant, it just took Harry, a Harry announcement, Harry, like a tiny announcement that Harry will be in Canada. And all of a sudden, like everything, the attention came to Harry. If Harry announces that he's going to Canada can distract from whatever William has, yeah, the interest is on Harry and not on William, contrary to what the UK media likes telling people. So yeah, now that it has failed, that William is as miserable with the art shit that is happening right now, guess who is being sent outside to again try to upstage Harry? Guess who is going outside to compete for attention with Harry? The one and only Mumbles. The second most popular royal is again going outside. What's surprising is she did not use the cancer card to get out of working. Normally she likes using that. She's like, the cancer and everything to get out of work. But surprisingly, she is going to work. I mean, if you call that work. So let me give you context. So Mumbles will be, according to Richard Palmer, the Princess of Wales will attend their Armistice Day Remembrance Service at the National Memorial Arboretum in Staffordshire on Tuesday, November 11th, Kensington Palace says. So here's the thing. The thing with this is they are sending, the UK media is crumbling. So they've sent their second, most favorite royal. But in real sense, it's just Mumbles and William trying to upstage one another. One thing so many people have pointed out on the internet is William hates it whenever Kate, gets more attention than him. And that's why he never brings Kate for art shot. Like you'd think, now how the UK media likes telling us they're a very loving couple, they love one another, they do this and this, they're happy, that they'll be supporting each other, no? But no, guess who is in Rio and not in Rio? So Mumbles is not in Rio and Jason Alf is in Rio. Put two and two together, you guys know what I'm saying, right? So right now, Mumbles is their best shot at getting the spotlight away from Harry. Well, I'd like to see you try. If William tried and failed, do you think Mumbles, someone who cannot even utter two sentences, is going to do that? And the fact that the internet is clowning her by saying, oh, what is she going to wear? Are we going to see them cut dresses? Which color is it going to be this time around? People are like, it's going to be black. It's going to be black, so that, that's the only color, to pretend that she's working, that she's so concerned. Well, the fact that Kate is agreeing to go, they're really desperate. So Harry, whenever Harry has an engagement, or whenever Harry is doing something, that's when these lazy grifters get their asses up to work. But whenever Harry is just chilled and minding his business back in Montecito, they are vacationing. Someone said Harry needs to be saying he's going to appear somewhere, then he cancels and then lets these lazy grifters to see, because they only go out to compete with Harry. Without Harry, they could care less. And then also in other news, my second story, you have my girl Meghan, who's killing it on Instagram. Her Instagram is so stunning, especially as ever. The aesthetic of as ever, very stunning. So the Gata press is really rattled that Meghan is sharing on Instagram. That Meghan has an Instagram. And again, they're back to this pathetic lie that Harry cannot stand Meghan posting, that Harry hates when Meghan is posting on Instagram. And you know what they're using as evidence or receipts is, this recent video that Meghan did about the Dodgers, where they're celebrating the Dodgers win, and Harry was there. Harry was just, a little sad because the Jays lost. And then Meghan runs and hugs and gives him a kiss. But the UK media is telling us how Harry was so bored. Harry hated that. Harry hates being filmed by Meghan. Like, Harry is reposed. Harry hates when Archie and Lily are on IG. He cannot stand that. Meghan likes attention. Like, You just know. A lot of people are like, okay, we know that's you. Kate, that is you. That is Kate. That is Kensington. People are saying that is Kate with a banner account feeding to the UK press because she lost that minion of hers, the one who used to stalk Meghan, the stylist. So right now she has to run her own banner account. She is jealous that Meghan has this happy life, is thriving, doing well with family. I mean, Kate has Instagram, but she cannot do that. Is that breaking protocol if she posts a lot on Instagram? Well, who cares? As long as my faves are nowhere near that suckers, I'm good. So let me read you something very, very funny. And the UK media is laughing. You just gotta laugh sometimes when you see such headlines. So, according to page 6, Prince Harry hates Meghan's Instagram videos and pics. We swear. It's very tiny, so let me read it and then we can laugh. Okay, I had to read this so you guys get context, and then we can laugh. Prince Harry isn't loving Meghan's recent social media post of him and their kids. A source tells page 6. In the past week, Meghan has posted Instagram videos of Harry and their kids, Archie and Lilibet, at a pumpkin patch, running through mazes, and carving jack-o'-lanterns. She also posted a photo with Harry and LA Lakers legend Magic Johnson watching Game 4 of the World Series at Dodger Stadium on her Instagram stories. He's very aware of her parading him around, said our source. He doesn't love that social media display. We hear the Brit is also not thrilled with Meghan trying her latest as ever products to tying her as ever latest products to their royal wedding. Her new signature candle, nod to their wedding date. A few weeks ago, Meghan posted an Instagram reel of her time in Washington, D.C., showing a blue and white bag monogrammed with a Duchess of Sussex title. The source says that Harry is aware that things like that are not a great look and fired Gisk, referencing Sarah Ferguson, the ex-wife of Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, who has a reputation for trading on her formerly royal former husband. The shine has worn off, which is fair at the point in a relationship, said the source, but he's also blown up his life for her. Plus, he's used to being universally loved, the source said. Let me tell you, this is utter bollocks. We know that. The funny thing is how they're saying that Harry left everything for Meghan. Are they forgetting that Meghan also sacrificed a lot for Harry? These two love each other, so they sacrifice a lot for each other. Again, if Harry has a problem with Meghan posting on Instagram, why would he tell a source and not his wife? Another thing that's just so ridiculous is in these videos, Harry is usually in these videos. He in the videos, he usually is the one behind the camera taking these videos. Pumpkin patch, he was literally there when they were filming this. This man enjoys seeing his wife in her element. If not for Instagram, how would have Harry ever set eyes on Meghan? You think he's gonna be upset that his wife is living his best life, doing things that matter to him? Harry literally records Meghan. There's so many videos where he's just laughing in the background. There's so many videos that he's behind the camera. And somehow they want us to believe that Harry hates. No. This translates to, Meghan, your Instagram is doing so well. We've been lying about you for years, and then you have this Instagram, and then all of a sudden you're debunking everything that we've been lying about you. Is that way you can shut it down? Is that way you can just stop posting altogether? Because our pockets are running dry. We need you to stop, Meghan. Just stop posting so we can continue running with our lives. That's just what translates. Like, we are happy. And we thought that this Instagram is going to flop, but you're getting millions of likes, you're getting millions of reshares. What? They want Meghan to stop. They underestimated Meghan's power. They underestimated Meghan's freedom, and they just literally like underestimating Meghan as a person. If Harry had a problem with Meghan posting on Instagram, clearly he would have that conversation with Meghan and not a so-called source who, by the way, that is Kate. That is Kate. So people are like, okay, we know you, that is you. Why would Harry run to someone else? If Harry had a problem, Meghan would have stopped posting a long time ago. But literally, Harry takes these videos. He is in these videos. I will not be shocked to find out that he even posts some of these, pics on the Meg's IG. This man loves his wife. They love one another. That's all that matters. So stop trying to make fake happen because it's not happening. Just stop. It's cringe. Anyway, guys, here's some of the comments. Here are the comments you have. Let's start with Mumbles, and how the UK media is rolling out to grab attention from Harry. May says, "Did Waity upstage her husband? Silly people." Deborah says, "It's remembrance. She'll wear black. It will suit her mood because she has to pretend to care to work." Evelyn says, "They are getting the mute woman out of her box to compete for attention against with Harry. It won't work." Joy says, "Hasley scheduled Remembrance Day engagement that they would otherwise dispatched Princess Anne to do." Very true. Kim says, "It's really pathetic. I feel like I should laugh at just how ridiculous their behavior is, but it's just pathetic." Super says, "How come she didn't play the get out of work free with the cancer card this week?" Ali says, "I know the Wellses' lazy asses are so sick and tired of Harry and Meghan this year." Yeah, Harry and Meghan are getting them to work. They must be like, "Oh, why are you working? Go on vacation, because when you work, we're supposed to come out and pretend to work." Daisy says, "Is lazy Katie trying to overshadow lazy Willie?" It appears so. Diva says, "Still won't outshine Harry. Let's face it, the way they treated Harry and Meghan and Andrew, staff roles are almost over. People want answers now." Absolutely. Then Zandy says, "Wait, what have we here? Like clockwork, they only get off their lazy butts when Harry steps outside." Very, very true. Then Shanae says, "He should announce stuff every month just so they work and then he can cancel at the last minute." Very, very, very true. So in relation to Meghan Instagram account, you have Davy says, "I will never understand this narrative. If Harry had a problem with the videos that Meghan was posting, or that she includes photos from the back of their children or photos and videos of their home, why would he tell a source and not Meghan? She's had Instagram now for 11 months and has been sharing photos of the kids, their home, and behind the scenes since the Invictus Games in Vancouver. Harry just hasn't said anything and lets her keep sharing, or are they trying to say he has a problem with it, but he's so brown-beaten by her that he can't complain and ask her to stop? So he just whines and random sources that run to Murdoch-owned media to tell them?" The people that have a problem with Meghan sharing videos on Instagram and side and back shots of the kids is not her husband. It's the British media and the Murdoch-owned American media, because they don't know when she's dropping anything. They don't know when Harry's going to appear anywhere. And they have no control ever seeing those kids or how much she shares about them. And then Udine says, "Seriously, Harry is vilified every day in the tabloids, but what really upsets him are posts about him with his loving family." Jay says, "I was about to say, the British media and the tabloids and royalists have made very sure that he has not been universally loved for many years. The fact that many do still love him despite the years-long wall of smear speaks to his character. But universal would imply everyone, and there are weirdos in the UK who definitely do not." Maxine says, "Harry mentioned in Spare how Meghan was the first person he could open up to and talk about anything, and with her, he could just relax and be himself, and this was just at the beginning of their relationship. I can only imagine how deep their relationship is now and the peace they find in each other. To me, it seems like they have both found a home of their love. Those gutter rats can scream until the cows come home. Harry has found his soulmate and he will not risk that for anything. To me, it seems Meghan provided the door for him to walk through." Very, very true. Nat says, "It was 1 to 2 months ago when Harry said that he's proud of everything his wife has done. So him being bothered with her posting photos and videos that he's been part of, either in front of the camera or behind the camera, isn't true. This reads like William, the courtiers, and the media projecting that they are bothered with her posting on Instagram. They hate that they don't have control over either of them and have no access to their children to exploit." And then you have Tam says, is there anyone or anything preventing Kate from being on Instagram? Other roles are. However, does she have too much to hide to be on Instagram regularly? Or does she have nothing to be on Instagram about? Or is she too lacking in creativity to keep up an account? My guess is a yes to all three. Anna says, I'm sure she has a fake account so she can secretly laugh now that her spy Natasha no longer follows Meghan's circle. Also, this rumor-riddled article was proven false in the end with the claim they were booed at Dodger Stadium. That is a verifiable lie, but typical of Murdoch rags. So Ash says he hates them so much he participates in them. He even films for her sometimes, but he 100% hates it. This says these journalists need to come up with some original thoughts before the tabloids realize that they don't need humans to repeat palace talking points and repackage garbage when AI is sitting right there. This says it's clear that Harry is often the one behind the camera, and I wouldn't be surprised if he's the one doing some of these posts. Diana says they hate Meghan having IG because they don't get to control the narrative. So much of their bullshit gets exposed. They really need to move on and stop bullying Meghan to pay their bills. So there you have it, guys. As always, let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Mirad. That's in the next one.